Training Conference on International Integration. Đà Nẵng targets to have 200 successful startup projects. Promoting investment attraction into training and education field. Hello, welcome back to the RT News. On October the 6th morning, the City Party Committee's Commission for Mass Mobilization held a meeting to evaluate the tasks of the third quarter and the first 9 months of 2017, as well as launch missions for the fourth quarter. Deputy Secretary of the Municipal Party Committee, Võ Công Trí, attended the meeting. In the third quarter alone and the first 9 months of this year in general, the City Party Committee's Commission for Mass Mobilization and the party's committees of districts and organizations continued to promote the work of public relations. Many models of public relations have created consensus in the implementation of socio-economic targets. In the first 9 months of 2017, the socio-economic targets were reached and exceeded. In particular, the total social products were estimated to increase by nearly 8% over the same period of 2016, and the urban order has been improved towards more civilized, modern, and beautiful. Such programs as Cities of 4 Safes, 5 No's, and 3 Yes have also been received active responses from citizens. From now until the end of this year, the key task of the mass mobilization work is to continue promoting the movement as well as mobilizing and encouraging all the agencies and residents to successfully fulfill the socio-economic targets in 2017. On October the 6th morning, the Ministry of Information and Communications, in collaboration with the Đà Nẵng Department of Information and Communications, held a training conference themed Challenges and Opportunities in Trend of International Integration. At the conference, nearly 100 delegates from local departments, agencies, districts, businesses, and schools in the city were provided and exchanged information related to 3 main topics, including international economic integration in the new phase, opportunities and challenges, international economic integration in ICT sector, and what benefits will Vietnamese business get from the new free trade agreements. From now to 2020, Vietnam is taking on many international responsibilities. Therefore, the ministries, agencies, and localities need to pay special attention to popularizing and raising awareness of international integration to create the unification in awareness and create a synergy in the process of integration. To achieve the goal of becoming a destination for entrepreneurship and creativity in the ASEAN region, in 2017, Đà Nẵng approved the project on developing full-scale startup ecosystem, with the expectation that by 2030, there will be about 200 successful startup projects. Out of these 200 projects, Đà Nẵng expects to have 100 enterprises being capable of trading in their products, and about 40 projects that will successfully call for capital from investors. Over the past 2 years, Đà Nẵng has promoted the startup spirit in the locality, thereby forming, selecting, and calling for many suitable investment projects. Particularly, 8 projects has been formed, and the second stage of incubation program with 10 projects has been implemented along with the trading coordination with the Microsoft Singapore Aspera Fund and the US Lotus Fund with about 15 projects. Hopefully, the number of 200 successful startup projects is not just the target of the movement. On October the 5th afternoon, the Vietnam Bank for Social Policy Đà Nẵng branch held a conference to review its 15-year implementation of preferential credit programs in the city. In the past 15 years, the source of preferential credit capital at the Vietnam Bank for Social Policy Đà Nẵng branch has always maintained a high and stable growth rate of more than 18% per year, meeting most of the demand for loans of poor families and other social policy beneficiaries. Currently, the city's branch of the Vietnam Bank for Social Policies has offered credit loans following 9 programs of the central government and 3 entrusted programs of the locality, with a total loan of nearly $3,900 billion, providing for nearly 295,000 households. Through this program, more than 88,900 households were lifted out of poverty, contributing to the early completion of the city's project on poverty reduction. With the orientation toward becoming one of the biggest cities of the country and the socio-economic hub of the central region of Vietnam, taking a role as a service provider, over recent years, Đà Nẵng has strived to become the big hub of education and training in the region and an attractive destination for many educational investors at home and abroad. Over recent years, Đà Nẵng has been chosen by many domestic and foreign education investors. Đà Nẵng currently has more than 10 FDI projects in the fields of education and training, along with being the economic hub of the central region, attracting many pupils and students from the neighboring cities and provinces. The convenient investment environment with the preferential policies would make Đà Nẵng an attractive destination for many investors. According to the list of projects attracting investment in the period of 2017-2020, there will be 5 key projects in the fields of education and training. With the preferential policies and special mechanisms, Đà Nẵng is gradually affirmed as an attractive destination for the prestigious education investors at home and abroad. According to the General Department of State Reserves, since the beginning of 2017, the Prime Minister has issued decisions on allocating the country's reserve goods to localities for hunger relief, Lunar New Year support and allowance, and prevention of epidemic and natural disasters. The total value of aid in goods is about $1,442 billion. According to the Provincial Poverty Ranking for 2016-2020, released by Ministry of Labor, Invalids and Social Affairs, 10 provinces with the biggest population of poor households in the country are Thanh Hóa, Nghệ An, Sơn La, Đắk Lắk, Hà Giang, Yên Bái, Gia Lai, Bắc Giang, Sóc Trăng, and Điện Biên. It is noteworthy that 9 out of the top 10 provinces in the poverty rate ranking are in the mountainous northern region. According to the General Department of Vietnam Customs, in the first 8 months of 2017, EU rose to become the largest shrimp import market of Vietnam, with the import value during the period reaching $483.6 million, increasing by 30% as compared to the same period of last year. As of August this year, the shrimp exports to the 3 biggest EU markets of Vietnam, including the UK, the Netherlands, Belgium, have achieved growth rates of 46.5%, 47.8%, and 34.1% respectively. The shrimp exports from Vietnam to EU so far have been relatively promising, as the EU consumers prefer the convenient value-added seafood and increase the shrimp imports for the year-end festivals. In the coming time, to raise shrimp exports to the EU markets, Vietnamese businesses need to redefine the incentive taxation and rules of origin of the EU-Vietnam FTA signed in the end of 2015 and expected to take effect in 2018. In Vietnam, the mass development of medium and small hydropower plants without control has caused a great deal of consequences. Dozens of thousands of hectares of land and forest are flooded and destroyed. Along with heavy rains and floods, the life of people living in downstream areas has been severely affected. The country has currently a total of 714 small hydropower projects, of which 270 projects were put into operation, 141 others are under construction, and 250 others are under researching phase. According to the Ministry of Industry and Trade, the small and medium hydropower projects have brought many benefits to the local economy, with a contribution of over 30% in GDP. Creating jobs for tens of thousands of laborers, enhancing the intellectual capacity, improving the transport infrastructure, etc. However, the weaknesses in management capacity of investors and the neglect of local agencies have caused such incidents as dam breaks. Specific solutions are needed for sustainably and efficiently developing small hydropower plants. That's all for today's news. Please log on to drt.danang.vn to rewatch our programs. Thank you for tuning in, and goodbye for now.